were like, how did I do it? How did I do this filming while I was in the car? Moreover, when I was alone and no one else was in the car with me. As an independent filmmaker, you really don't have the resources of a big major studio, so therefore you can't get the really awesome car rig. Obviously, you don't have that luxury when you're doing it just bare bones little independent film. So, how do you get around that? That's what we're going to talk about. With that, let's check this out. Okay, so the first thing you need to understand about filming in a car is that the lighting scheme is completely different. It's an enclosed vehicle with windows all around. Everything you shoot inside is going to be backlit. The reason is because everything outside is typically going to be brighter than everything inside. And the camera's going to be adjusted for everything inside. You're either going to have backlit characters in a silhouette type shape, which could be good for a dramatic scene, but also you're going to have a very washed out background like it is behind me right now. What I end up doing is I the iris down a little bit, drop that down, drop the shutter speed. That usually seems to work pretty well. Basically, experiment is the name of the game to achieve the look that you're kind of looking for. Always be mindful that when you shoot in a car, it's not always going to be the most ideal lighting conditions for you. At nighttime, it's a little bit easier. You have another problem, and that is that it's harder to see everybody. I've gotten around with turning on the dome light. It looks a little hokey, but what you can do is in Final Cut or something like that, you can drop down the brightness a little bit and let the dome light kind of give you like a hint, an outline of the character a little bit more. It depends on the brightness of your dome light. You could go and you could replace it, get something a little bit, you know, a smaller wattage bulb, and that way it could be a little bit dimmer, that kind of thing. So you have plenty of options to play around with in how to light your subject at night. For the steering wheel, what I end up doing is I end up taking the camera and I just put it right here. Right up there on the dash. Well, it worked better last week. I do love this shot. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. I've always wanted to get this shot before, but I never had a camera small enough because, as you can see, from the steering wheel to the dash, there's not that much room. And even if you could get your camera in there, the problem is that it wouldn't be far enough back to allow you to have the steering wheel into the shot. Which is the whole point. I mean, come on. If you have to readjust your camera shot or something like that, or do anything with a shot, and you're alone and you're filming, pull the crap over. Don't try to do it while you're actually on the road, because that's where accidents happen. Get it all set up, and then when you're ready to go, hit record, and then just, you know, be on your merry way. But never, ever adjust a camera while you're driving. Always pay attention to the road. That's my lecture for today. So I wish you a very happy and safe Halloween. Get out there and get some candy. Yum, yum. I will see you all here next week. And have a great week. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here's the plan for the Steadicam episode. I'm planning the Steadicam episode for November 14th. So mark your calendars. My next weekend off is the 10th, so I need to have that weekend to film it and edit it and all that kind of stuff, and actually build the Steadicam. So November 14th is the All Hail the Great Steadicam episode.